All right, so we're here for the new episode. Just finished the other one. I said I'd talk about the World Juniors this one. So yeah, I took the head coaching job as Sweden for the last 3 years, and it's been a lot of fun learning how to do the World Juniors. This season's team looks really loaded, so that's going to be a blast. If you go to standings, all you have to do is the first game is always on the 26th. So if you go to 26 and then just click on your roster, all you have to do is you show active roster. It'll be empty, and you go to possible players and sort it by ability and potential. And then you just right click and pick your players. So I've put together my team here. I've got a lot better team than I had last year, which is cool. I was hoping a few more players are scouted because I put a ton of scouts in the under 20 and under 18 leagues in Sweden. So I've still missed a bunch of guys though. There's a couple AHL guys that are unscouted here. It was pretty obvious they were picks though. They were top of the line, like crazy rated. This goalie's been in the team since he was 17. All 3 years I've done it. So he's looking to have a dominant 19-year-old season here. He's beastly. He was already the second best goalie when he was 17. And then we've got this crazy right winger who's just a monster. I don't know why he was not drafted in the first couple of rounds or if he's just not nearly that good. But yeah, so he's going to be a beast. And then we've got a couple, as you can see, we've got almost all 19-year-olds here, which is a really good team. Norton's only 18, I think. So he's a pretty top-level player. They'll be back next year and probably captain the team. And then we've got actually a really good 17-year-old left winger here, 6'5", 230. So he's really solid too. And most of the team's just steady 19-year-olds after that. We got a couple of good 19-year-old backups here as goalies. And got this really nice-looking right defenseman here. So got some good size and all that. So yeah, I put the lines together here. Tried to get a sniper, playmaker, and two-way guy in each line. Got a beastly team. It does those ratings, 12th and stuff, based on the World Juniors, which are really high. So if you look at what I want to kind of show you here in this is this team Canada is pretty nice here. We got this beast here. He's him and that USA guy are the top rated guys for the draft. Riley Height's back. This Blaze Ford's back again. He's just had a ridiculous career. Look at his stats defenseman last year in the Q. 53 goals and 122 points. Just disgusting. He's just a monster. I don't know what in the world he was a second round pick for, but somehow someone fucked up. And then we've got Connor Bedard. He's back again. Look at all these. Oh my god, he's got 2 WHL playoff MVPs. Oh my goodness, that's just crazy. He's just had the most insane career, absolute phenom there. So that's pretty cool to see. And then most of the other guys are made up guys. I think after that, he's like the only real team. Him and Riley Height, I think, are the only real guys. So yeah. Anyways, Team Canada's loaded. But the scariest team by a mile is actually the U.S. team. The U.S. has the 3 best World Junior players I've ever seen all on the same team. So this guy's back again, Dalton Williday, that top prospect. He's a U.S. NDP guy. Somehow, some way, didn't go first overall in the draft. He only went 12th, and he didn't make the team. So he's only, he's somehow still only 18 years old. So he's got another World Juniors coming up too. He's the other piece that dominated as a 17-year-old last season. So he's going to be the first line center for that team for the 3rd year in a row. I'm pretty sure he's on the team as a 16-year-old, which is insane. So he's got almost all 17, 18s on offense. Then they've got Edmund Murphy here, who just talked about last episode here. There's just no words for that. Just way too good. Way too good for junior hockey. Just absolutely decimating those leagues he's played in the last 3 years. And then on top of that, they've got this right winger who's the 2nd or 3rd ranked player for the draft. He's only 17 years old. And look at his ratings. Just freakish. I guess he would have been US NDP as an underager here, it looks like. And then last season, 36 games, he put up 92 points. And then this year for the under 18s, he's putting up over a point a game. So that's one of the crazy. I think that's the craziest prospect I've ever seen for his age. Actually, even I said that last year about those 2 guys. But if you look at this guy, he's got 21 stick checking as a 17-year-old, which is like stealing the puck, I guess. So he's the best skater I've ever seen next to Connor McDavid in this game. He's got all 17s in offense, and he's got a couple 19s on leadership side of things, and is just a freak. He's like the most insane defender ever. He's got 21 stick checking, but he's got 17 positioning, and then he's got 15 read. And he's also an elite checker on top of that with 200 pounds, 17-year-old, 16 checking. So he's just elite, elite skater, elite defender, elite offensive player, just got top-notch size, just unbelievable. I just can't believe how good he is. So it's cool to see the game creating those top-level prospects. So they've got all three of those guys, and then they've got this guy too, who's just freakish. He's a OHL guy. I'm surprised he fell so far in the OHL. I'll have to look back at that. Looks like he's probably the best player from that draft, so it's kind of cool to see the development there. He was only the 12th pick. So that team is just ridiculous. I cannot wait to see what that top line does. 16, 16, and 17 rated. That's my top line's like 10, 10, and 12 or something. So that's going to be a really tough team. And as you can see here, that's the other concerning thing is the world rankings. The U.S. have surpassed Canada in world rankings. And that's not just for the World Juniors. That's the overall world rankings. So it's super close, 29-30 total and 29-20. So I'd hope that if Canada wins World Juniors, they can maybe surpass the U.S., but I don't know what that top line the U.S. has is going to be tough. So we're going to play this game, this tournament, because it's only a few games in this episode, which will be kind of cool. So it's kind of tricky because you got to play your normal OHL team at the same time. I only have games on the 28th and 29th and 31st, so just remember that. And then the World Junior team has a game to this day. So all you have to do is play, and we're going to simulate everything. How's Sweden? I already got my lines set here. We're playing Slovakia. Let's see how it goes. So sim game. We won 4-2. That's cool. So we're gonna sim in 2 days, I think, and then play our OHL teams game. So that's a good start. I think this team's gonna be really solid. I'm gonna hope we can put up a fight against Canada and the U.S. Those teams are pretty loaded. Russia's always really good too. Well, Finland's always really good. Alright, so I think we're going to sim another day here. I don't think there's a game today. It'll tell you if there's a game if you just go to sim. You just, it makes you press play and do that thing though instead of just being able to sim. I think the 28th, I think we said we have an OHL game, so we'll just sim that. I have my lines and all that set for the OHL team, so we're good. Alright. Yeah, so 28th today is that game. Looks like we won there. Memorable night for Connor Bedard. 5 points. Alright, so we won 5-2 here. Kellerman had 2 goals. Outshot him 40-30. Just another nice balanced all-around game there. Got an empty net goal at the end. Had a couple big assist games there from our centers. The fourth line center 2 assists. And Joe, and then we got Kellerman's 2 goals. Manuel Bianchini got 2 assists. Nice first line right defenseman there. And Mills had another elite game, 933 save percent. That's pretty cool to see. Then we got another game on the 29th tomorrow. I think I'm kind of forgetting this schedule here for the World Juniors. Let's see here. We get World Juniors. Schedule. So why is there... Okay, so it's just kind of glitched out there for a second. So there's a bunch of games on the 28th. I don't play that day. So I don't play all the way until the 30th. So that's going to be easy to sim, which is tomorrow, I guess, actually. Okay, so we'll sim this game, and then we have their Sweden game tomorrow. Wow, I didn't realize how big of a lead we had in that division, 51 points to 37. So that's pretty cool to see. I think what we'll be able to do then is make some position changes in the second half of the season, teach. So I kind of want to make these guys versatile and teach Brenneman here left wing and then teach Bear center, because I think Bear is a center in the future. I think we'll keep him on the left line, just on this line, but he's the personality as a passer and a really good offense player and an aware player. He's looks like it and such good defense. This guy that should be playing center. So it'd be cool to teach him center in the second half of the season. Even sacrificed us a few losses. We lost a nice tight one there, goalie. Just dominated here. We did lose in overtime, so we'll still get a point out of that. It looks like we had a crazy shootout here. The 16-year-old had a shootout goal. Baker unfortunately missed it. Had a couple misses here by the older fellas. Side Yock had 971 save percentage and walked away with a loss. So that's tough to see. Unfortunately, their guy did just as well. So that's one of those games you can't get too mad over. Still get a point out of it. It's all good. Just the offense got shut down. 2 elite goalies there. That's pretty crazy. 99, 97 game ratings. Wow. That would have been quite the game to see. Sucks that he lost a star here because of that. He's a 2-star fire. Got a loss, though. All right, so here comes Sweden's game 2. Oh, this looks bugged out. I'm going to hit this every time, I guess. Yeah, there. All right, so Sweden, boom. Sim game against Germany, who's always a solid opponent. We come away with a win, so we're 2-0 here in the World Juniors. Be able to sim another day and then play our OHL game. Look at those 2 leading goals against average on the same team. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And then the 2 of the top 3 save percentages too. All right, I've got this award 3 years in a row, which is pretty cool. Coach you most like to play for. Fastest as a 6'6", 246 pounder. Best role model, 6'6", 246. Edmund Murray. Smartest is Justin Bradley there. Hardest shot, the real. Oh, he's back. There's no way. Wow. You don't see that often. A guy that was 4th pick in the NHL draft back is no way. Best skater, 6'6", 246. Walking away with all the awards there. Crazy. So, here we are in the 31st. Let's, do we got Mills back in net there? No. Yeah, we do. Okay. All right. We'll have a progression report to look at too, which was fun. Oh, now we're first place in goals against. This guy, oh yeah, that Hamilton guy jumped up there. That Hamilton guy, I'll have to take a peek at his profile there. He's going to be in the running for goaltender of the year there. It'll be crazy if we have 2 of the top 3 nominated guys for goalie of the year. That's a long way away though. First month, Edmund Murphy didn't win Player of the Month on the offensive side of things, probably just because he missed a couple of games of the World Juniors. Nelson actually got the nod instead. All right, so development report. It's always fun to look at. Our big beast goalie got a couple pluses there. His rebounding went up to 11. It's good to see. Oh, shit. I better sign him quickly before his thing changes. Oh. All right. He's signed. So we got a big Waldemar Stolarski. Maybe he saw our goaltending stats and was like, oh, I got to jump in there. So we're going to give him number 30. Wow, that's so cool. Really, really, really excited to get him on the team. Wow. We're going to actually give him a start right away here. Let's see how we did in this game. Oh, we lost again. Mills, 3 goals there and 24 shots, which is unfortunate. Or 21 shots, yeah. So that's a bad game by him. So let's give Stolarski a start right away here in the next day. Let's go back to the development report. Actually, I like looking at those. So we got Clark went up in fighting and hitting, which is cool. His profile's really changed a lot over the years, which is cool. A really big progression out of Wilder, which makes me excited. He's the guy that's back to no way next season. Balanced team player and passing all went up. So his offense is really starting to get there. His passing's finally at a 10. And yeah, because if you look, our scout has him as 4-star potential. He had him as high as 5 this earlier in the seasons. They've always really, really liked him. And I guess that's legit because he seems to still be going up like 2 or 3 categories each month. So he really is a top-notch guy. Fighting and checking is always good to see. This 19-year-old defenseman, guy that can kind of hold his own in the physical department. Wernich is still going up like crazy. He's got strength, bravery, and passing all went up, so that's pretty cool. His passing's at 13 now, and strength's at 11, so he's really rounding out his game as his career comes to an end here in the OHL. We got Mills went up again. The young 16-year-old guy, temperament, offense. His offensive read goes up. That's pretty clutch. His offensive game is pretty nasty for a young guy there. He's going to be such a beast. And then we got the 16-year-old stud center, gained about 5 pounds here. He's over the 200-pound mark now. Brenneman, acceleration, getting open, positioning. His getting open is huge there because he's a goal scorer. And positioning's really important. That and defense are really the most important defensive stats. So that's pretty cool to see going up in 2 key categories. He's such a monster there. That's so excited to see his goal scoring ability in a couple of years with getting open and shooting accuracy are just so high. And then Bears offensive read and defensive positioning went up. So his offensive read's green. So everything's green now except for shooting range, and positioning is all the way up to 12 now. He's so good. Oh, that's so exciting. Francis, the 6'6" guy drafted late in this draft, went up in a bunch of stuff, which is cool. He's only 1 2-star potential, but he's got some crazy size and ratings. He's only a 6th-round pick, so that's kind of cool to see his progression. Then we got a young goalie from Russia, Sokolov, starting to go up now. Team player and puck handling. Still can't sign him, but he's another guy that's going to be really good when he's 19, 20. We're really hoping we can sign him. So we'll pretty much have the 2 foreign goalies the next 3-4 years, hopefully, with Wall and Mander starting next season, and then that Sokolov guy. And then we got this guy's really good. He's going to be a nasty defenseman. He's playing down in NOJHL right now. Balanced temperament, defensive read. It's going to be a starter next season on my team. And then we have Smiley went up a little bit. My scout has him as pretty highly rated potential ratings there. And then we got our young 6-year-old goalie. Let's see here. Sinchenya. He's gone up in a bunch of balance, puck handling, and checking. Wow, that's awesome. Balance, puck handling, up to 12. It's really cool to see them go from yellow to green. It just makes them look a lot better there. It's checking. So he's going to be so good in 2 years, too. That was my 1st-round pick last year. And then we got the young defenseman, gained about 7 pounds. McMullen here. Stamina, passing, and defensive read. He was my 7th-round pick, but he's actually got a really nice profile. Just got to wait a little bit on his defense for a year in Junior A there. He's probably going to play down there again next season, and then he'll be ready. And then we got, this was going to be the starting goalie until we got that foreign guy, so he'll actually be the backup next season as 19-year-old, so we'll have that 6'5" Polish guy, and this guy's the backup on the team's really good next season. He's actually really good too. So I'll be a nice team to have there with those 2 goalies. Should be pretty solid. And then our 4th liner went up. So yeah, that was everybody's progression there. Always like to kind of look at those. So we'll look back at this World Junior thing one more time here and play out this game. Oh, here we go. The U.S. I'm not looking forward to this. Oh, looks like we got an injury. I don't know how to get out of the screen. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I was hoping that wasn't bugged out. Better save. So these rosters, we carry a lot of guys, so injuries aren't too big of a problem. You get 3 goalies, and so we have a couple backup skaters there. So we'll see who's injured here. Is the WHL guy we got. Okay. That's perfect, because that was the one position we had a backup at. I was trying to think who... Alvinson, Blomdale, Toll. Okay, so this is the backup here, Johansson, so we'll just sub him out. Replaced with Johansson. There we go. Sorry, good. That was just the 3rd line right winger there. So the backup we had is actually just as good, so that's not a big problem. All right, so we will go to schedule. Play that now. Oh, shoot. All right. It's confusing. Somehow we have... Oh, it didn't replace them there. That's strange. Huh. Weird. Okay, there we go, finally. Alright. Oh, no. We lost. Close one, though. Damn, that just shows we are pretty solid. The U.S.'s depth isn't as good. Unfortunately, Murphy had a big game, 3 assists, the big 6'6" monster. Kind of expected there. I'm probably should have gone with a really. Oh, I did go with the starting goalie. Never mind. He had a pretty solid game there. Just a really tough USA team. That's too bad, but that's okay. That's just the round robin still, or whatever you call it, preliminaries. And then our next game is on. Okay, so 2 days from now on the 3rd. So we can sim that day and then play our OHL game. Give the big Polish goalie his first start. And then I should probably end the episode. It's getting pretty long. It's been kind of fun though. Alright, so we're playing Mississauga. Let's see. Oh, I think we just lost. Unfortunate. Yeah, oof, not a good start for the young goalie there, but that's okay. That's his first game. A couple goals by Stephen Baker still, which is cool. But that's fine. This year isn't really for him. It's more for next year. So we'll give him maybe one more start again. I think it's time now to play our World Juniors game. We were playing Denmark today. All right. Oh no. Oh, we lost to Denmark. That's not good. Oof, that's a tough one. Oh boy, I hope we still make the play in there. Ugh. That's not good. Let's see here. I don't know. We're 2-2 then. I think that should still be good enough, but we're probably going to have a pretty tough opponent there in the early rounds and the quarterfinals. Hopefully we won't have to play against Canada or the US there until the semis. We'll see. Alright, so we have to play Canada. Oof, that's tough. That's a tough break. Alright, so we're playing Canada on the 5th. Okay, so we got one more day to sim our OHL team here. Let's see if we can make it out of the quarterfinals. That's a tough break, but yeah, we shouldn't be losing to Denmark though. That's a tough loss. Not a good game to lose. Sweden never should be losing to Denmark. Not a very successful World Juniors for our head coach there. I was hoping to win the gold and maybe get the Team Canada job. I was going to resign from my post after this season, but we'll see now. All right, we won a game, which is good. Looks like Mills had a monster game again, 96 save percentage. So he totally redeemed himself after a couple bad starts. Actually, no, sorry. He hasn't had any bad starts. I don't know what I'm talking about there. He's been lights out. 914 save percentage. That's so awesome. All right, and let's do the Team Canada game on the 6th. OHL trade deadline's coming up. That's right. Okay, so we're gonna give Wally one more start here, the young guy, against Windsor. Windsor's missing their best player. Oh, you know what? The Team Canada games today, I had that wrong. It's weird I hit that every time. Alright, Team Canada game. Let's just cross our fingers here and pray. Alright, Canada won. 6-0. Oof. Alright, wasn't our year. Connor Bedard with the hat trick. That Canada team is just nasty though, so you can't really get too upset about that. So our World Juniors is already over. That's a tough one. Knocking out in the quarterfinals is not what I was looking for, but it's over. Alright, looks like we won one. Gave the big Polish goalie our first win of his career here. It's weird we only have one tie in 37 games. All right, let's see here. We won 6-1, and Stolarski with a 96 save percentage. Woo, that's cool to see. That's cool. We have Kellerman with 3 big points, and the defenseman with 3 points. It's a nice game. Kellerman's up to 17 goals now. Big time performance out of the rookie goalie. He's got a fire now. So 2 games now. 1 big game, 1 bad game. Yeah, got a gold medal at the World Under-18s too for the Division 2. Couple silvers at the same ones there. And he was even on the Under-20s. That was last year. He's probably gonna be a starter again for the Under-20s this year. The Under-20B stage, I'm pretty sure, is after the Group A, so I think he'll be gone there in a couple weeks to play for that, which will be fine because we got the 2 other 19-year-old goalies. That's cool. Alright, so we'll give Sidiak another start here. So yeah, anyways, that'll be it for this episode. Our World Juniors is over. An unfortunate ending, but that was still fun and just cool to do that team. So out of hastiness, we're going to resign from our national team post. And then we're going to hopefully get some top job opportunities next year. I was hoping to get the Team Canada offer, but we'll see if that my coach prestige is high enough to get that. It should be because we've had some really good OHL teams and won a Memorial Cup, but I don't know how that works. So anyways, we'll find that out.